Well, guys, here we are. It's been a year, alright? Last year, on this date, I recorded a video for where I reflected on my thoughts for my 26th birthday. I was we're recording that on the beach in beautiful Koh Samui, Thailand, where I spent a lot of time now training for the Muay Thai fights. You guys all know that, the OGs. It's been a hell of a year, let me tell you that, alright? This is a, notorious rewind. It's not a YouTube rewind, it's called Notorious Rewind, okay? It's been a crazy year, honestly. Honestly, it's been a really crazy year since the last time I uploaded this video. We've accomplished a lot, alright? A lot. To name something, right? We had our Muay Thai fights. We had 2 fights. We trained relentlessly. When I made that video last year, I had been in Samui for just over a month. I stayed there for 6 until I moved now to Bangkok. And we trained every single day. It was a great life. Phenomenal life. We accomplished a lot. We did the 2 Muay Thai fights. We won that. We did the 50k run in the dark around the island. Then we did that again, but we doubled it and gave it to the next person, but there was no one else there, so I gave it to myself. And I ran 100 kilometers in the dark, through the night, getting stalked by a ladyboy on a bike. Fun times, good times, right? I never planned to be able to run that long. I just went out and did it. And now, of course, we did the other 100k, the last man standing ultramarathon that we did in Norway not that long ago, which we have the video on here, of course. And it's funny because all of this is documented on this channel. It's fun to look back at, It's been a crazy year. Not only that, we managed to, improve our lives in general. I become a lot more versatile with my, physique. I just kept going, training the same way that I learned many, many years ago. Using my frequency system of training and the philosophy of training that really got me to the level where I'm at right now. The Special Forces principles that all of this is built upon. We've done that quite well, and we've held a good trajectory so far. I never planned for any of this to pan out the way it did. I just went after it. I came to Thailand 1st of August 2023, and now it's 23rd of September 2024. I had no clue what I was doing when I came here. And now I've been so fortunate to be able to not only document all this, build a very solid personal brand through Instagram, where I, document, inspire every single day through daily reels and stuff, stories. Just an amazing thing to be able to help people. And, we've also made some money online during that process, which is a great thing, right? It's true freedom. It truly is. And that's not something to just the money itself. It's not what you boast about. It's the fact that I've been able to help all these people with their situations. Yeah, that's also something for this year. The High Rocks we just did, amazing. That's sponsored too. It's just crazy because I never planned for any of this to happen in this certain way. I didn't. When I came to Thailand, I didn't know that I was going to make money online. I just know I'm going to go there. I'm going to be training a bit, just doing jiu-jitsu, which I didn't end up doing. I'm going to train a lot, Muay Thai, jiu-jitsu, do all this stuff, right? Which I didn't end up doing, but I just took action and went after it, and I ended up just training Muay Thai. Okay, why don't we just do a fight? Okay, that worked, we do another. Then I just ran 50. Okay, that worked. Why don't we run 100? That worked. Stuff like that. And it all started from that single point of desperation. Like, I don't know what the hell to do, because I was in the military, right? I don't think I mentioned this in the previous video a year ago, but I was in the military, right? And I refused to take a certain vaccine, and so I didn't have a place. There was no place for me in the military, right? Which was unfortunate because I really liked the job. I really liked being a soldier. It gives me a lot of. It gave me a lot of confidence, being out there. I really enjoyed the craft of being a soldier, always developing, and I've been very fortunate to be able to take that with me now. Through my journey here in Thailand and also worldwide. We went to that's also something. We went to the US. We did our video with Austin. Austin, if you're watching, God bless. That was amazing, phenomenal. First time in the US. All of this has just come from one single point of desperation. I don't know what to do. And so I looked at my situation. I was like, what do I do now, right? And I decided to go in a direction where I didn't have full control over what I was doing, that I had a vision of what I wanted to look like at least. And the vision ended up being in training, and that vision ended up in Thailand. I met a lot of good people down here. My friend Jack, I met with him. He's been a great support for me, a true friend. I went and joined his fight camp back in November of last year, which was very fun, very interesting. I think that for anyone, you know, I just don't want to sit here and just boast and talk about myself. I want to draw value from this and give it to you guys. And I think that the biggest part of this has been just taking a certain step, right? Or actually, it's an uncertain step. Taking one step, a single step towards something that you might not have full control over, but you figure it out as you go. There's no guarantees, and there's no guarantees for anything, right? There's never a guarantee. Everyone talks about this safety and security thing. You think that's real? Look at what happened with COVID. There is no safety and security. And so for everyone who's sitting on the fence and they want to, you know, upgrade their lifestyle, they want to do this, do that, there's actually no safety and security. So the biggest disservice you're doing to yourself is not taking action towards that. Not going after it. Look down the line for like 2 years. It might not cost you now, but 2 years down the line, that will cost you not taking action now. It will. Because you'll sit there in the same situation and you'll blame it all on safety and security. Then you might get laid off from your job or whatever that safety and security looks to you. But the situation can always change. Always. This is something you learn in the military. Because a certain situation which you thought was very, very safe can suddenly go to very, very bad. You'll learn that, right? And that's imprinted into your mind. And maybe that's why I'm so lucky to be I've been through all that training, especially the special forces training. It did a lot to my mind. And now I've taken those values and I've primed them towards building a life for myself outside of the reins of anyone else or anything else, any entity. And I would urge anyone to go and do the same, alright? I think it starts though with that, just realizing that. But I think that the way you get there is through values, consistency, and discipline. And I mean that. And it might sound very vague, but I think I have a lot of my values on point when it comes to what I actually value in life, which directions I choose to go based on that. I'm very steadfast, and so should you be, in drawing the line. I made plenty of videos about this. Drawing the line for what's acceptable and not acceptable, and actually policing those lines when it comes to that. Because there's actually no point in having any values if you don't have a set standard for what you accept or not accept. Then it doesn't matter. It's just words. Try to be someone whose words actually matter. So when you actually say you're going to be there at the time, okay, you'll be there at the time. People know that, and people trust that. And I'm not perfect by any means, but the fact that I'm able to live up to these values and, for example, just show up on time has built so much confidence in people around me, towards me, that they can, like, I'm able to draw on a lot of their knowledge now because they're someone who knows that I'm gonna follow up on their advice. People don't want to help people that they don't know is gonna do what they tell them to do. That's how it starts. And a lot of people, they skip these steps, especially the younger guys, okay? All you Matrix-minded, I want to script the Matrix-minded guys, you're looking at it from a completely wrong angle. Because you're looking at take. Really, what it is give. You give. Okay, you show up on time, that's giving. You're giving yourself the attention that you give towards other people, and then you might, there's no guarantees for this, you might end up in a better situation. A lot of you guys, which are Matrix-minded and you want to escape and all this, I don't really, care too much for these words. You're starting off on the wrong end because you're thinking take, and you're scared of the unknown, the taking risk part, and that's why you see no progress, right? I'm not saying this to try and sell you on anything, even though you probably should work with me, because that's probably one of the reasons I've been able to see this much success that I have as well, because I've been actually working with people. I've actually paid people to learn from them in order to progress. So regardless of whether you want to work with me or someone else, it doesn't really matter to me. I'm just saying that you should probably look outside your own bubble, because the reason you're not in the place you want to be is you haven't taken action, you don't have the knowledge. Very simple. Once you figure those two steps out, you're going to see a lot of progress really, really quickly. And when it comes to the consistency and discipline, I've been posting now on YouTube for over a year. I am under 3,000 subscribers, right? I don't care, right? I've been doing dailies, I've been doing every other day, I've been doing a bit less lately now because of the Hyrox. I've been editing that for a while, and travels and stuff. Everyone who sits there and think like, yeah, I'm gonna start a YouTube channel, I'm gonna get 10k views. Listen, you're lucky if that happens. Or, I mean, 10k subscribers. You're lucky if that happens. Don't sit there with some pipe dream that you're gonna hit the algorithm and don't do it on the first shot and then quit. Alright? I'll say it like this. Luck is when preparation meets opportunity. And most people, they don't want to go to the preparation part. They just want the opportunity. I've been preparing for this moment, for this very video we're watching right now. Everything I've done for the last 10 years, since I was 17, since I started in the gym, this has led up to this moment right now. Think about it, the butterfly effect. Everything started from that moment. Everything started from that single decision to step in the gym to me sitting here right now. Once you can see it from that angle, things start to change real quickly, okay? Because you realize you're in this for the long run. This is not a sprint, this is a marathon. Let me tell you, I know everything there is to know about marathons. Trust me, I've ran them, and I'm running them every single day. Every single day is a daily, like, a consistency thing. And it's about showing up every single day. And if you can't do that, you're not gonna get anywhere. I did that before, like I did that for like 10 years in the gym, and I've done that for a year now, and I'm not in the million subscribers. It does not matter, all right? Because the number is, you don't get attached to the numbers. You don't. You get attached to the process, because that's what matters. That's what matters. Don't be focused on the goal. Be focused on the actions. Being goal focused is not a good thing. You set a goal. Okay, that's the goal. Whatever. Now you focus on the action. You focus on the non-negotiables for actually you to get there. You just identify the simple daily goals that's going to get you somewhere in that direction you want to go, and you perform those every single day without compromise, okay? We're in this for the long run. And so if we're compromising on the daily goals, then we're already missing the point. Because this is something you have to do every single day. All these, and this is true, I want to say this as well. Because it's very easy to get attached to this. You see all these people online. It's like, hey, I made a gazillion trillion dollars at 17. Well, there's very few people who do that. I'm not saying you can't do it. But if you get really focused on that, and you didn't make $1 trillion at 15 or whatever, those stories are out there, for sure. Don't get attached to them. Don't, okay? I don't care if it's at 30, 50, 40. It does not matter. What you need to focus on is identifying the task that's going to get you there eventually. You don't know when. You don't know how. All you focus on is the actions. And you do those relentlessly every single day. That's how you do it. All right? I speak from experience. I do. This process of just doing it that way has been drilled into me. It works in the military. It works in real life. And I strive to... use those in my daily life every single day. And I think that's the best way for anyone who even wants something like this, right? I mean, a nice hotel room, which I paid for with internet money, which is crazy, right? Anyone who wants something like that, you have to focus on the stuff I'm telling you about right now, okay? If not, hey, good luck. You might find another vehicle. I'm just saying, like, it's probably a very good, reference point to start with at least. Because if you don't know what to do, then do something. And do it this way. Do it with consistency. Do it with discipline. Through non-negotiables. And you'll get there. You'll get something at least. And it might not be $1 gazillion. It might not be, huge muscles. But you will learn something along the way. And that will lead to another. And so the road goes like this. You start off by my road, okay? You apply these simple tools for life. Then that road splits. And you take my lessons, you take the lessons from someone else, you take the lessons from you, and you go another way. And those two roads, they go another way. And so you branch up, you go down the tree, essentially, of progress, of continuous self-development in all areas of life. And you now have a recipe for what your success and what that vision that you have in your mind will look like. When I first started this, there was a lot of mental barriers that really had to be broken in order for this to work. And that took time. And those mental barriers, they still pop up for me. They do. There's stuff that pops up like, wow, is this true? Wow, it can't be that easy for sure. Wow, what the hell, right? But I still have to remind myself when those things pop up. Okay, we don't focus on that. We just do this, okay? Identifying daily tasks and we're performing. Last year I sat on an island by the beach. Today I'm sitting in a nice hotel. I'm a year older. Not much has changed, honestly. Just a perspective on how much is possible out there. And once you actually try to let go and listen to other people and learn from them, then you're gonna attract a lot of success into your life. Take care. and God bless.